I Shall Return by Claude McKay. Claude McKay's 1922 autobiographical sonnet I Shall Return imagines a future in which he goes back to his Jamaican homeland and reconnects with its natural beauty. After years of separation, the sights and sounds of the island promise comfort and relief. For McKay, memories of Jamaica become a source of healing and renewal. Nature is presented as something powerful and constant, offering him a deep sense of peace and belonging. This idea becomes even more significant when we consider McKay's life. He grew up in rural Jamaica, where nature was an important part of everyday experience. However, as a young man in 1912, he moved to the United States, specifically New York, where he faced racism and exclusion. Because of this, the poem can be read as an expression of longing for the harmony of his homeland. Its natural world stands in sharp contrast to the harshness and alienation he experienced in the city. Structurally, I Shall Return follows the pattern of a Shakespearean sonnet. 3 quatrains, 4-line stanzas, followed by a final couplet, 2 lines. Sonnets are traditionally associated with love, often unrequited, so this form is especially suitable for expressing McKay's deep emotional attachment to Jamaica. Interestingly, he uses a traditional European poetic form to explore Caribbean subject matter, demonstrating how he blends different cultural influences. The regular rhyme and rhythm also create a sense of control and discipline. This steady rhythm reflects the calmness McKay associates with nature, reinforcing its soothing and restorative qualities. Each section begins with the repeated phrase, I shall return, which acts as a refrain and creates a strong sense of certainty and determination. The opening line of the first quatrain strengthens this idea by repeating I shall return, making the tone sound confident and assured. It suggests that his return is not just a hope, but something inevitable. For McKay, going back is closely tied to reconnecting with the freedom and values he associates with Jamaica. Sadly, in reality, he never did return. Elsewhere, the adjectives golden and sapphire highlight the vivid colours of the landscape, but they also suggest something precious and valuable. This conveys how much his memories of home mean to McKay. In the second quatrain, McKay imagines himself fully immersed in nature, almost as if he becomes part of it. This suggests a kind of transformation. Unlike human society, which can be harsh and judgmental, nature is shown as accepting and nurturing. Words like loiter and bathe suggest a relaxed, unhurried pace, reinforcing the peaceful atmosphere. The image of bending grasses emphasizes the gentleness of the landscape, where everything yields softly rather than through force. By the end of this section, there is a sense of emotional release as McKay longs for his dreams to come true and to be comforted and restored by this environment. At the volta, the turn in the sonnet, the focus shifts. Instead of just describing the landscape, McKay begins to think about the Jamaican people and their culture, revealing another layer of longing for community and connection. In the third quatrain, he imagines music, dancing and social interaction. The music is described as delicious, a metaphor that suggests it is rich, satisfying and nourishing. These sounds provoke something deep within him, awakening emotions and memories. The phrase depths of native life points to his cultural roots, which are an essential part of his identity. However, the stray melodies and dim remembered meanings suggest that his memories are incomplete or fading. This may reflect his fear that, over time, he is losing touch with his Afro-Caribbean heritage while living in America. The final couplet returns to the calm certainty established at the beginning. McKay suggests that the pain and bitterness he has experienced will be left behind. This highlights the restorative power not only of the landscape, but also of culture and community. The phrase long, long years of pain is deliberately ambiguous. It could refer to the sadness of being separated from his homeland, or to the suffering he experienced in America due to racism. Most likely, the two are connected. His longing for Jamaica is intensified by the difficulties of his present life. Overall, I Shall Return presents nature as a powerful source of comfort, healing and renewal. Shaped by McKay's Jamaican background and his experiences of separation, the poem offers a hopeful vision of return, not just to a physical place, but to peace, identity and belonging. The idea of nature as a healer and source of solace is also present in I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud by William Wordsworth, where nature similarly brings joy and emotional renewal. Nature is used extensively as a metaphor too in Sonnet 29, I Think of Thee by Elizabeth Barrett Browning, where it is employed to explore a longing and emotional connection, albeit for an individual rather than a place.